One thing that I have found helpful is to, well, you mentioned childhood trauma. Is there like parents related to that, I assume? Or a family member or someone, whoever it is, and this isn't like a replacement for therapy and things like that, but one tool that can be helpful is writing a letter with that person in mind. Maybe you do 2 letters for 2 people or 3 letters for 3 people, but like a long, like 10 to 15 page letter that they're never going to see. And it's not even really a letter, but it's more of like a dialogue. Where, have you ever seen a screenplay where it's like, Arnold Schwarzenegger says this, and then he busts through the door, and then, I don't know, heroine says this, and people say different things. Like on the left-hand part of the page, it could say Melissa, and then you're writing out like a dialogue of a conversation that you're having with this person. Like Melissa says, so and so, I'd really like to learn about your childhood, your past. What must it have felt like for you growing up to come to a place where you treated me this way? What must your history have been for you to feel like it was okay to relate to me in the ways that you did? Next line from, whoever this person is. Their response, in quotes. And then you just intuitively feel into what they may say, which may or may not be factually correct. But maybe some of it is, and maybe some of it you're intuiting. Well, Melissa, when I was growing up, my parents were yada, yada, yada. I grew up like this. I was treated like this. This is what our dynamic was like, like whatever intuitively you feel like they may say. And they might try to cut you off. Say, well, Melissa, I don't feel like talking about this right now. Okay, next line. Melissa, it would be really helpful if you did. Next line. Okay, well, I'll divulge something with you, but like feeling into an organic conversation and you're writing it out. And your lines are really from a place of curiosity. You're not there to bash them in this letter. You're there to get more information. Maybe express yourself a little bit, just claim some hurts, claim some hopes, but continuing to investigate and seeing what they say. And oftentimes by page 8, by page 10, by page 15, you may feel like you're discovering so many more layers to this than what you would even think imaginable right now or on page 2. And so sometimes this and you're not like sharing the letter or anything, and you don't have to be factually correct, but you're exploring, and you're discovering new layers. You don't need to forgive them. You don't need to like get to the end of the letter and feel like you need to be fully compassionate. This is a practice of inquiry. And then sitting with that. Seeing if compassion does come up. If it does, then maybe think about forgiveness at some point. But I personally would invite lots of inquiry first, followed by natural sense of compassion, and then segueing into forgiveness.